Watching him and his classmates head off to college and their new adventures, I felt very proud to have been a part of their childhood. I've been very active in the schools and the community for the past 13 years, and I've decided to step it up a notch to make a difference on a larger scale by running for school board. Having 3 children, 2 that are currently in the district, I feel I can bring a well-rounded, hands-on perspective to the board. Over the past 13 years, I've held almost every position on the PTA at both Banyan and Sequoia. I've been a parent rep at site council for Newbury Park High School and Banyan, as well as Banyan's Gate DAC rep. I was also hired as a computer lab specialist at Banyan, in which I taught all students typing, Word, and Excel. I was elected to the Newbury Park Girls Softball and Basketball Association executive boards. I've been team mom for softball, basketball, soccer for many years, as well as 1 season of soccer coach. I'm not so much the soccer coach. I have volunteered on many committees and variety of community members, parents, teachers, and students, and have listened and learned. I have a strong background in budget and management from my corporate experience and volunteer work at the schools. A strong school board should have a diverse group of members with varying experience and expertise. I believe that my background and experience cannot be compared to other candidates on running. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, go ahead.
My name is Sandy Everett, and the reason why I'm running for school board is because I believe that there needs to be a parent with children currently in the schools on the board. There is not a member of the board that has children currently in the schools, and I feel it's a voice that's lacking. I have 5 children, 2 have graduated from Newbury Park High School, and 3 are currently in the schools. I have a master's degree in education from Purdue University. I'm also a licensed school counselor. During my licensing and my coursework at Purdue, I spent several hundred hours working in the schools, and this was an important and informative experience for me because when you're a counselor, you get to know the kids and you know a lot about them. You know what is impeding their education, you know what needs to be happening in order for them to succeed in school. I also have been trained as a good listener. That's part of it. Both of my parents were public school teachers. It's in my blood. I've also been PTA president, and I volunteered in all of my kids' classes multiple times. And my children have had over 60 teachers in the Conejo Valley School District.
Hi everybody, my name is Marlon Williams. I'd like to thank everybody here on this panel for dedicating their time to the children of the Conejo Valley. I was a student in the Conejo Valley School District at one time. I believe it's a very, very good school district, and I look forward to serving it somehow, some way. Currently, I'm a student over at Channel Islands at California State University over there. I'm taking 18 units to finish my degree to be a teacher. I work in the school district as a special education paraprofessional, working with children with special needs. I'm also a campus supervisor at a neighboring middle school over in Oak Park at Medea Creek Middle School. Coach basketball for CYBA, this Conejo Youth Basketball Association. Referee for them also, refereed high school basketball. Pretty dedicated to the children in the Conejo Valley Unified School District, and I look forward to serving them.
Thank you very much. Okay, now we're going to move on to the prepared questions, and Angie, you are going to start. Very good. Okay, what's going to happen here now? I'm going to ask a question, and everybody gets to respond. Okay, to the same question. And I believe you were sent these questions, right? Okay, good. First question: what is your opinion of charter schools? If you had been a trustee when Mates, and that is the Meadows Arts and Technology Elementary School, when Mates asked for approval of their charter, would you have voted for the Mates Charter School?
Yes, I would have definitely supported Mates Charter. Today we have Mates because of dedication and determination of a strong group of parents, and we have a wonderful program. There's great qualities to the school. It has a wonderful arts and music program, and I'm so happy that the school is thriving today. I think it's important to remember that our incumbents did not support the Mates Charter School, and our school district really needs to be more open-minded with innovative educational strategies in schools. I support school choice. I'm happy that Mates was saved and the CVUSD ended up losing money from that school, which instead went to the charter. The attempted closure by our incumbents really resulted in nothing. I think that we need to have a strong sense of parental choice in our school district, and we need to provide alternatives to education and get outside of the box.
Thank you, Angie. If everybody would not applause until the end of the program, save a lot of time. Thank you.
Well, I agree with Angie that we definitely need choices in our school district. I do believe that charter schools, while they offer special focus programs that public schools cannot, they also are not bound by the same mandates, and they also therefore are not held as accountable, and they take resources, money, and students from the district. And in a lot of cases, they can be somewhat elitist, as they do have restrictions that students who take the buses or parents who cannot volunteer all those hours, those students are not eligible to go to those schools. And unfortunately, we have a lot of those students in our community that deserve the same type of opportunities as far as education, arts, and technology go. I would love to see those programs brought into our current schools and implemented into our programs that we already do have. I was not a trustee at the time when Mates and Bridges asked for approval. I therefore did not have access to the necessary info that was and give an intelligent measured decision. It is something that's happened in the past. I don't, depending on the situation and depending on all the information given, I could vote either way. It really would depend on what the information was.
Thank you, Julie. Sandy?
Okay, my belief about this is that we need to stop fighting with parents in the community on our school board, and we need to start partnering with parents in the community. I believe that the charter should have been approved at the time. It was a legitimate charter. It was brought to the school board and it was denied, and so then they went to the county and the county approved it. Therefore, we lost having an influence on this charter that is in our schools, that is within our school boundaries. I believe that shouldn't have happened. I would have voted to have the charter because I understand that charters are actually a legitimate alternative for parents, and they are public. And so, and so I believe that that is an important thing to remember. I believe that with the charter schools, I would hope that we could provide what the charter school is providing. I want our public schools to thrive. But what we could do is look to the charter schools and, Mates, and find out what they're doing right and figure out why parents are choosing that school over some of our own elementary schools and learn from it. I think we should be collaborative partners with all members of the educational community. And I want to have a good relationship with all of the various options that are within our district, including charter schools. Thank you.
Thank you. Marlon?
That question was talking about the past when, years ago, when we were deciding on putting up a charter school. Is that correct? Because if I understand the question.
I'll read it again.
Yes, please.
What is your opinion of charter schools? If you had been a trustee when Mates, that's the Arts and Technology School, asked for approval of their charter, would you have voted for the Mates Charter School?
At the time, no. Now, yes. The problem back then was a big issue with closing schools. I do not support school closure. The only other part about that is how do we reopen schools that close? And the charter schools had came to light to offer an alternative education for the students.